also used the concealer as a base for my eyes to start off fresh. And then what I did is took Porcelain and Bisque, which is these two matte shades right here, and I used both of those to kind of set the concealer, and I guess I'm using them as my brow highlight and my shade, yeah. So now the next thing I'm going to be doing is taking my Morphe M505 brush, which is just a blending brush. This brush reminds me a lot of the E35. I think I've said that before. And anyways, I'm going to be taking the shade Tawny and Burlap, which is these two shades right up here. This is Tawny and this is Burlap. And I'm going to be placing this in my crease as my transition shade. Just fluffing it out everywhere. With the same brush, I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Tangerine, which is this beautiful rusty orangey shade right there. It's so gorgeous. It's definitely one of my favorite shades from this palette. Like, that's one of the reasons why I wanted this palette, because of this shade. And it's just so beautiful. I'm going to start at the outer V, placing most of the color out there, and then I will bring it in with whatever's left over. I mainly want to concentrate it on the outer V more. And then after that, I will take the shade Cabernet, which is this very pretty kind of plummy brown. It's a really warm brown shade. I'm going to be taking my Morphe M503 brush and just place this in the outer V. Then taking my black gel liner from Maybelline, I'm gonna go ahead and take this little angled brush from Sigma. I'm gonna dip my brush in here and start off with my wing. After my liner, I'm going to go ahead and use my Lash Accelerator mascara to coat my lashes. And I'm also going to be using false lashes today, so I'm just going to do like 1 or 2 coats. Okay guys, so as you probably already noticed, I already went ahead and did my foundation and concealer routine off camera, because I am going to be doing a separate video on my updated foundation and concealer routine, because these two products I've been trying out I've been really loving, so I do want to do a separate video for it. I did go ahead and apply my false lashes on already too. I'm using the Double Wispies from Ardell. Now I'm going to go ahead and set my under eye concealer with my AirSpun Loose Face Powder, and this one is in the shade Translucent Extra Coverage 07-41. I don't really know if you guys care about it, but I know there was another powder that said something different on it, so I'm just letting you guys know exactly which one I'm using. This has definitely been my go-to powder recently. Like, I just love it so much to bake under my eyes, to brighten up my under eye area. And I'm just taking my Real Technique sponge and pressing this powder really generously under my eyes, because I am going to be baking today. Then I'm also going to be placing it on the bridge of my nose and my forehead to set the concealer. So while I wait for that to bake a little bit, I'm going to take my Hula bronzer by Benefit, and I'm going to be just contouring my cheekbones like always, my forehead, you know the drill, my chin, my chin. Remember guys, when applying your contour, you want to start with most of the product up here and then bring it downwards and blend it downwards. Because if you start with most of the product on here, you're going to have a nice like thick patch here, because it's going to be harder to blend up. So always start with most of the product here and then blend it down. You'll get a way more better application, trust me. Now that I'm done contouring, I'm gonna go ahead and just brush off any extra powder that I don't want under my eyes, because I did put a lot. For blush, I'm gonna take my e.l.f. blush palette, and I'm taking the shade Dark. Well, the dark palette. And I'm taking this shade right here. Let you guys see it. For my highlight, I will take my Mary Luminizer highlight from the Balm. And I'm going to be applying this on my cheekbones with my M504 brush from Morphe. And I'm mainly going to be focusing the highlight right here. And that's pretty much it. I like to just kind of keep it there, and then just that's it, because I like for my face to look a little bit more matte. But I also like that glow dough, that highlight. Put just a touch on the nose. Put some on my cupid's bow. And then some on my chin. Can never forget the chin. I love putting highlight on my chin. So now I'm going to be working on my under eyes, my favorite part. Just kidding. So I will start with the shade Cabernet, which is the plummy brown right there. And I'm gonna take my brow brush from Mary Kay. I'm going to be pressing this really close under my lash line. Then taking my Morphe M169 brush, which is this little tiny little pencil brush. I'm going to go ahead and take Burlap and Tawny, which are the first two shades that I use. I don't know if you guys can see that. Who cares? No, I'm just kidding. I'm taking both of those and just blending out the Cabernet that I just applied. Then I'm going to take Tangerine, which is that orange shade, peachy shade right there. The only different color I will be using under my eyes is Goji, which is this beautiful rosy shade here. I'm gonna also be blending this under the lash line. I freaking love this shade. This is my favorite shade of the whole palette. Now I'm going to highlight the inner corner of my eyes and my brow bone again with Bisque and Porcelain, which is these two shades. Well, these two shades right there on the edge, right there. I'm going to be using this tiny little brush from Eco Tools that I love for, like, to apply my inner corner highlight and my brow highlight, because it's just so tiny and so precise and really easy to use. And it just applies it so good. You see that? Without getting any eyeshadow anywhere you don't want it to go. Then I will use my Scandalous, what is this, waterproof liner in the shade Nude. And I'm going to be placing this in my waterline. So open up that under eye. And then I will just apply some mascara on my bottom lashes, because you can never forget these. For my lips, I'm going to be taking this, let's see, this Double Wear Stay in Place lip pencil in the shade Spice. And you guys know I've been loving anything spicy and nude. I'm just going to be outlining this. my lips with this. For lipstick, I'm also going to take an Estee Lauder. Oh wait, that was by Estee Lauder, by the way, that lip liner. And the lipstick is also by Estee Lauder, and this is in the shade Barely Nude, which, oh my god, it's such a beautiful brown nude lipstick. Okay guys, so this concludes my daytime fall glam makeup look. I really love this look. It's just really browny and nude and natural, more natural looking. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, yada yada yada, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye!